The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, as odd as it might sound, reminds me a bit of Splatoon. Not in terms of gameplay, mechanics, story, or graphics, but in terms of essence. In Splatoon, the single mechanic of transforming into a squid is pivotal. It's responsible for running, crouching, refueling, climbing, hiding, and much of the maneuvering you will do in the game. This single button mechanic integrates what would typically be separate functions in other games into one, creating a seamless and deeply engaging experience. Splatoon is a masterpiece when it comes to game essence. Sometimes I look at a game and I instantly get a good feeling about it, a sense that it's going to be something special. That's exactly how I feel about The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom for so many reasons. This game is set to be phenomenal. Eiji Aonuma has not only crafted what looks like an exceptional 2D Zelda game, but I think he's also infused it with the same level of creativity and innovation that made Breath of the Wild a masterpiece. This concept of essence, the core element that makes a game fun by balancing risk and reward, is what I believe Echoes of Wisdom has captured brilliantly. The main mechanic in this game is the Tri-Rod, and it appears to centralize and unify various gameplay elements in a way that is both innovative and intuitive. If you want to know more about the essence of Splatoon, I recommend watching this video, link in the description. Essentially, essence is what makes a game compelling and enjoyable. Just from observing Echoes of Wisdom, I get an incredible sense that it's achieved something very similar to what Splatoon does. The Tri-Rod seems to be key to this. But before we start on that, we need to first discuss the most insane part about this game. The princess is playable. We can finally play as Zelda in a Zelda game. It's the Legend of Link, if you will. This alone is a huge deal. We have now a game dedicated to Peach and Zelda. They've managed to give the central hero role to Zelda without undermining Link's heroism or ignoring his presence. My prediction is that the game will begin like normal, with us playing as Link, waking up in his house, guided by a mysterious voice to find Zelda, and eventually defeating Ganon. At that point, Link falls into this void and we switch to Zelda. Not only is this a big deal when it comes to the future of the Zelda series, or when it comes to exactly what kind of a story Echoes of Wisdom will have, but also in terms of gameplay.
Here, we wanted to create a new gameplay style that breaks conventions seen in past Legend of Zelda games with a top-down perspective.
And this makes me wonder, did they create the Echo mechanic and then decide Link shouldn't be the one to use it? Or did they decide they wanted Zelda as the main protagonist and then designed it around her? I doubt we'll ever know. But it doesn't really matter in either case, the Echo mechanic is brilliant. You will use the Tri-Rod to copy and paste different entities that you can then use for their unique attributes. This not only combines the mechanics of swords, shields, and probably bows, but also different types of traversal like dashing, climbing, flying, and so on. It also sounds like a fun way to interact with the world. Some games like Minecraft, Breath of the Wild, and sometimes Animal Crossing have such fun interactive worlds that they feel more like toys than traditional games. Rather than simply playing the game, I feel like I'm playing with the game. It's this blend of interactivity and creativity that transforms these games into a playground. The central focus of the 2D Zelda games have always been puzzle solving. And I feel like the mechanics in this game fit puzzle solving more, to be honest. That's not to say the puzzle solving in older games was bad, there are some really good ones. I just think a collection of a bunch of unique objects is more intuitive for puzzle solving and opens up a lot more room for creativity than swinging a sword. My favorite 2D Zelda game is A Link Between Worlds. You had a whole arsenal of different items with different abilities at your disposal. I feel like the Echo mechanic is just the next evolution of that. Instead of a limited number of items which are predetermined and can only be used in a very specific way to solve puzzles, by giving us freedom to interact with the puzzles and by giving us more than one way to solve them, it really allows us to go about things the way that we want to. I almost feel like this game is going to resemble escape rooms in a way, where the focus is on using a variety of tools and creative thinking to overcome challenges. This approach not only enhances the puzzle-solving experience, but also encourages us to experiment with different strategies, making each playthrough unique. The freedom to approach problems with multiple ways adds a layer of depth and replayability, ensuring Echoes of Wisdom will be a game that I might return to time and time again. Aonuma already mentioned each player's experience would be unique. However, I do hope this game maintains a more linear structure instead of being completely open world, as that would allow for a more cohesive and focused storyline. But like we've been told, each player's experience will be distinct. That distinction will come from the Tri-Rod mechanic. It will allow us to choose how we want to interact and explore with the world. It opens the door for players to be in control of the puzzles and challenges without making the game completely open world. The echo mechanic is not the only ability the Tri-Rod has. There is also the bind mechanic. This allows you to bind yourself to another object, making it move with you or allowing it to move you. I feel like it fits pretty well with the echo ability. We have the power to make anything and the power to move anything. This game is feeling more and more like the child of Link's Awakening remake and Tears of the Kingdom every day. And if having a form of Ultra Hand, Fuse, and Auto Build isn't enough, this game is also doing something I don't think has ever been done in a 2D Zelda game before. Horses. You can use a horse to traverse the map, and this pretty much confirms the map will be huge. There's also a more typical form of fast travel known as waypoints, which I believe will also work as a save point of some sort, considering it appears there are a lot of them. Some questions that I would still like to be answered are, do we get an infinite amount of echoes? Does it cost anything to make one? Is everything able to be an echo? Personally, I think we will upgrade the echo ability as the game progresses. At first, we're only able to use very basic echoes that cost 1 triangle, but as we progress and get upgrades, we can use echoes that cost 2, 3, and maybe even 4. I also don't think it will cost anything to make an echo. I don't see anything on the screen that looks like a magic meter. I'm mainly hoping the game doesn't prevent me from stacking up an infinite amount of beds. I don't know why I think that looks so much fun. As always, I am very curious to hear your opinions, so please share those down in the comments. This is going to be a really big 2D Zelda game. Between the Tri-Rod mechanic, Zelda as the main character, horses, side quests, both of the Zora groups, smoothies for some reason, I am very excited for this game. I would also like to apologize for the long wait between my videos. It's been a long time since my last upload, and this video should have been out months ago. I would like to get back to regularly making videos, so I will remind you to like, subscribe, and all that stuff. But thank you for watching.